So when was the need for this organization recognized? How did it get started?
It got started in a real way just this year. In fact, it was only launched this past winter. And the need arose whenever oil and gas workers began to realize, and this was actually started in Fort McMurray, began to realize that the roller coaster ride of the oil and gas industry was tough on them and on their families, and that they wanted to have other options, as well as options that met with their own feelings, our own feelings about the environment and about the future. So really, it was a focus on how do we do better in our own lives, how do we do better for our province economically and in terms of environment, and how do we do this without leaving anybody behind, without shutting things down and running away and damaging our economy and our futures.
Do you want to talk about its mandate?
Certainly. Iron and Earth has a couple of mandates. The first one, the primary reason that we got started, is to prepare oil and gas workers for growth in the renewable energy industry, to prepare us so that we can work in that industry and be useful to the companies that are coming into Alberta and, of course, the rest of Canada. The second mandate is to work and collaborate with other stakeholders that are related to renewables, including local and federal governments, educators, unions, employers, and other organizations that might be able to help us with our original mandate and also to help us push forward the Workers' Climate Plan, which is a document we submitted to the federal government a few months ago. It was created from the feedback from a survey that we sent out to our members. And it highlights the plight and the reality of oil and gas workers in Alberta, the struggles that we've faced with regards to the economy, but also how much we've enjoyed the work that we've done and how we see a better way ahead. And there's a number of suggestions for programs, for initiatives, and so on and so forth in there. What this sort of side point to this is that we really do want to change the conversation that's happening in Alberta and across the country with regards to oil and gas and renewables as if they're two mutually exclusive things. And the idea that oil and gas workers don't care about the environment, those are two conversations, two sort of narratives that really aren't accurate. So we want the message to come across in this Workers' Climate Plan that we want change to happen, that here's the solution for it, and that it doesn't have to mean that we kill the economy as we have it, or even as it's struggling now, or shut down the oil sands or anything like that, but that we can actually do both. We can become a leader in renewables without first shutting down all this other stuff. And we're looking at the renewable side of it. We want to grow that and work with companies that are looking to make that happen. And the government needs to help that too. So part of that's going to be helping provide the regulatory framework, for example, for metering for people who want to have solar so that they can reverse meter and sell power back to the grid, or a framework that allows for the creation of geothermal energy production, which actually doesn't exist in Canada.
How do you go about training workers for a renewable energy future?
Right now, we are in the process of implementing a program called the Solar Skills Campaign. We're working with local stakeholders, such as Gridworks in Edmonton, that trains electricians who work in the oil and gas industry in 5 days to become solar installers. So this gives these individuals an opportunity to transition into the renewable industry in a rapid way and in a way that brings them online as useful right away. We're hoping to do that with other trades as well. There's a possibility of working with CanGEA, the Canadian, let me see if I get this right, Geothermal Energy Association, on projects to retrofit orphan gas wells for geothermal energy production, and there are trades that work on wells that we could potentially retrain to do that kind of work. And that's just a couple of examples of things that we'd like to do. not all of it is at the same level or at the same progression as the Solar Skills campaign.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
We would really like to get the word out there that we want everybody to hear about us. Just visit our website and we will provide information. Anybody who's interested in supporting us through our funding campaigns, we'd be happy to hear from you as well.
Thank you for your time and for speaking with us.
Awesome. Thanks very much.